What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe button as I upload videos and the notification bell because I upload videos every single day. Now the Bucks, they're going home for the second year in a row. The Milwaukee Bucks have the best record in the NBA, will have the league MVP, and did not even make it, even sniff in NBA Finals. Last year, they at least made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but this year they got upset by a 5 seed in the Miami Heat, led by that pit bull, a dog of Jimmy Butler, and some hoopers like Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic, Bam Adebayo, all that good stuff. So what does this loss mean for the Milwaukee Bucks moving forward? You know, we had this discussion about Giannis, if he's a Jordan or a Pippen, or is he overrated? Is he who we think he is? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching TV and I'm seeing guys talk about him adjusting to American culture and how that might affect his basketball game. I don't even know what in the hell that means. But so what does this mean for Giannis? I think in the short term, nothing. Because Giannis still has another year on his deal, right? So, and it's easy for him to say, I'm not going anywhere right now because he has another year on his deal. And so next year will be the final year of his contract. Now, will he re-sign or sign a mega deal this offseason? Absolutely not. I've made a video before talking about how he'll turn down $250 million. I still think that'll be possible, but he won't do that this offseason. He'll do that next offseason. So here's the thing, and mainly because of COVID and all the numbers and the money won't be right. That's why. But here's what it means in the short term. It honestly can't mean anything because they're probably going to keep this same roster intact. Chris Middleton's locked up on a max deal. Brook Lopez is locked up on a $80 million deal. And unless you fire Coach Budenholzer, who's been out-coached the last 2 years, Eric Spoelstra coaching circles around Coach Bud. I mean, let's be honest. Like, we came into this playoffs knowing because of last year, Nick Nurse coaching circles around Coach Bud after those first 2 games, every team in the NBA knew when it comes playoff time that I just get to key in on the Bucks every single night, whether pandemic, bubble or not, I'm going to build a wall to stop Giannis. And what did they do? They built the wall to stop Giannis. And guys knew it was coming, and they still couldn't do nothing about it. With Giannis, the Bucks went down 3-0. Without him, they won a game, and then the game 5, it was just a formality. We knew Jimmy Butler and them was going to outplay them because we seen them do it for 3 straight games when they had the best player. And without the best player, we knew they weren't going to beat them. So, to me, your biggest thing is you got to make a coaching change, right? Like, because that's really roster-wise, you can't do a whole lot because your 3 main guys are locked up in Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. Guys like George Hill, he got kicked them to the curb. Pat Connaughton kicked them to the curb. You got to go out and get some dogs. They don't have enough dogs on their team. Wes Matthews played like a dog in Game 5, but hell, it was Game 5. It was too late. But you got to go out and get tough guys on this team. Every team in the NBA needs a PJ Tucker. Needs a guy like Pat Bev. As much as Pat Bev gets on my damn nerves, they need a guy like Pat Bev. There's not a guy like that on the Milwaukee Bucks. Wes Matthews can bring it sometimes, but they need a tough guy on this team because Giannis ain't the toughest guy, and Chris Middleton ain't the toughest guy, and Brook Lopez tries to be a tough guy, but he ain't that. They need tough guys that can hoop. Now, they can't just be tough guys and not play basketball. They got to need some tough guys to play basketball. Because as of right now, Giannis, his inability to shoot from the perimeter is holding them back. And his second fiddle being Chris Middleton and third fiddle being Brook Lopez is holding them back. But because those guys on $80 million and $180 million contracts, they ain't going nowhere. You're going to lose Giannis. So your best bet is to try to change coaches and try your hardest to convince him to stay. Or you need to start looking at package deals about trading them and try to bring somebody in and start to rebuild, blow it up. Unless you can go out and do this scenario that I'm seeing today, go out and get CP3, that would be interesting. You go out and get Chris Paul and add him with Giannis, add him with Middleton. He's a tough guy. Chris Paul, as small as he is, he's a guy that's going to bring it every single night and not back down from anyone. Go out and get a guy like Chris Paul, you can make some noise. But I don't know how that's going to work because Chris Paul's, he's on a big deal right now. I'm talking $40 million. And he's 35 years old. And he's 6 foot. He's small. So I don't know if that's the move either. But my solution to the Bucks, probably have to get rid of Budenholzer. You can't keep getting out coached in the playoffs 2 years in a row. You can't. You can't. I don't know who's the best replacement out there, but you're going to have to get somebody that's able to think of a game plan when teams built this wall around Giannis and force him to play from the perimeter to best put your team in the best situation to win. You guys let me know what's your thoughts on Milwaukee. I don't think there's much you can do in the immediate future. It's going to be hard, man, to keep Giannis because this team, the way it's structured and the way those contracts are set up, it's going to be hard to keep to see this team advancing because Miami are puppies. Miami is babies. We're talking about Jimmy Butler is the only real guy in age. I mean, Andre Iguodala's old, but Goran Dragic still got some good years left. And Hero, Kendrick Nunn, Bam, they're babies. Those guys, I don't even know if they're legally able to drink yet. That's how young they are. So they ain't going nowhere. You know? Toronto, they're going to come back and sell. And Boston is up and coming. Boston is coming, and they ain't going nowhere neither. And guess what? The Slim Reaper, the bad man Kevin Durant, and the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving are coming next year, and they're going to be the best team in the East. So, Milwaukee, your best chance was this year. You lost to some kids. You lost to some puppies. So, and with Kevin Durant and Brooklyn coming back next year, you don't have a chance in hell. So, I don't know, man. You might have to look at ways of trading Giannis and blowing this up and rebuilding in the draft. Because unless you make a change of head coach and find a star, a tough guy star to come in and play on this team it had its best chance this year and it blew it. You guys let me know in the comments. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. at the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to like, share, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you next time.